Hey everyone, welcome to this video presentation where we're going to be talking about how AI can help you grow your business. And I'm not talking about just using ChatGPT as a regular AI chatbot, but I'm talking about actual AI agents who can take action. I'm saying who, I don't know why I kind of got used to them, and I'm referring to them as virtual employees because essentially that's what they are. And by integrating these AI agents, you'd be able to grow your business by about 20% or even more than that without extra overhead. So while you're reading this, your competitors are embedding AI agents directly into their operations, cutting costs by about 70% and scaling without hiring, and moving 10 times faster than companies still doing things the old way. So the question is simple: will you lead or will you follow? A few words about myself. My name is Tim. I'm an entrepreneur and I'm the founder of an AI automation agency, TMC AI. I've spent 10 years in Finland. I live in Espoo, building businesses in marketing, sales, and online education. And now I help Finnish companies automate with AI agents. I'm married, and like I said, I live in Espoo. All right, let's dive in. So this is a projected ROI timeline. As you can see, as like with any investment, there is going to be a negative return investments initially, but compared to any other potential investments out there, the break even comes at the month 3. So basically, in 3 months, you're gonna most likely return the money you've invested, and you're gonna start profiting of this new technology after that point. And by the year 1, you're gonna have about 200% return investments, and these are industry benchmarks. So this is not just some assumed number. This is industry benchmarks, and and you can go ahead and just check this data yourself. And about 83% of companies integrating AI into their workflows, they see a positive return investments within 3 months. 40% productivity increases among employees, and about 9 hours being saved by each employee after AI is integrated. And right now, we're in the 6 to 12 month window where early adopters will gain an insurmountable advantage. And by 2026, AI automation won't be a competitive edge. It will be table stakes. So it's not going to be. So the question is not like. Again, the question is going back to that question which I asked in the beginning: are you going to lead or are you going to follow? Because you can't deny the fact that AI is everywhere now, right? You also can't deny the fact that some companies will be early adopters. And the question is, if AI is actually helping, right? If it actually can deliver positive ROI, if it actually can help you save time, if it can actually help you lift your company to the next level, if your competitors are going to implement it before you, will you lose your advantage? And will you have to follow, right? Will you have to follow their lead? Because you probably will, right? So at some point in 2026, maybe in the second half of it, it's not going to be a matter of desire. It's not going to be a matter of whether we should or not. It's going to be a matter of how soon can we do it. So this decision is yours, right? But I'm here just to try to open your eyes to the reality which is happening, because I've been in this industry for a while, and I can see what companies are achieving with AI and with automations. All right, so one of the misconceptions about AI is that ChatGPT is AI and we're using it, and why would we need anything else? So the thing is, ChatGPT isn't automation. Like, you have to copy, you have to paste, and it doesn't take any action. I mean, using it is already, an advantage, but nowadays everyone is using it. Even kids are using it. So, like, using it as a business owner doesn't really give you any advantage. So what we are talking about is actually like AI agents which can take action, right? Which can make decisions, and which can work as a silent employee at the back end of your business without, bothering you, without asking questions. And another misconception that you might have is that AI or automation is expensive, because it used to be. Like just a few years ago, the things that are available in this day and age for $3,000, they used to cost $30,000. And you might still be thinking, hey, like, things haven't changed much. And I can still, if I want to implement any automation, it's going to cost me, $30,000, but it's not. You can literally get a enterprise grade automation for as little as a few grand. And, why not take advantage of this? Anyways, let's get back to the case studies. And like I said, we do AI automation for our clients, and I'm going to talk about actual Finnish companies that we have worked with and helped them improve their workflows. But I want to firstly talk about things which I did for our company. So we are at TMC AI, and this is our Instagram page. And like any company, small and medium, we have to do a lot of marketing, and we're doing different sources for that, and we have to create content, right? And the content is a very time-consuming task. So being AI automators, we're like, well, let's automate this thing, and that's what exactly we did. So the problem was we were spending about 3 hours per post. And because of that, the posting was inconsistent, right? And we would post and then we wouldn't, and so on and so forth. And then basically what we have done now is we have automated the whole workflow of posting to Instagram and LinkedIn. And we also are gradually increasing the number of social networks, because once you have, the backend, the backend logic of generating ideas, of creating photos, creating images, adding text on these images, the posting part is easy, and then you can just add as many social networks as you want. So at this point, we only focus on Instagram and LinkedIn, and I personally receive daily prompts on what, basically on whether or not I want to approve a certain idea or a certain image. So this is how it looks. So as an example, here we go. Google Notebook LM launches lecture mode with British accent. So this is a news that's being published on our LinkedIn page, right? And the news, the agent is basically listening to all the news, and then it filters out those news which are irrelevant to our niche. And then it generates the actual news, so the description of it. It also provides the sources. And then I can decide whether I want to decline or approve the news. If approved, it's going to prompt me to send them a photo, and I'm going to send it a photo, and then it generates a slide out of the photo. And look at how beautiful it actually is, right? And then I can either approve or decline again, and then the post published. And let's see what we would have on our page. On our page, we would have something like this. So basically, this is our page on LinkedIn, and the news got published, right? And along with an image. Same thing with carousels. Approve carousel. Top 5 countries leading AI innovation. And then it lists the countries, right? Again, these are all the ideas. Well, we have prompted the AI agent as to what ideas, what's the scope of ideas to stick to. And then it just sticks to it, and then it, recycles the ideas. And every new post is new, with new topic, with new idea. And I receive this notification, these prompts. I can either decline or approve them. And then if approved, it's going to go ahead and it's going to create this beautiful slides along with a call to action to subscribe or to follow, right? And what we are ending up with is this kind of carousels on our page, right? There you go. Very beautiful. And imagine doing this, and this one is being posted on a daily basis up to 3-4 times a day. Imagine doing it manually, right? And if we were to implement this in your business, the implementation timeline would be around 1 week. So the result is 3 hours compressed down to 3 minutes per post. All right, and then we have another case study, which is this company called Premark. This is a marketing agency, and they have a sales team like any service-based business, right? And every sales team does some kind of a research on a company they want to get in touch with. And this research takes, well, depending on how deep you want to do the research, it may take from several minutes up to several tens of minutes. You may multiply this by the number of companies you are getting in touch with on a daily basis. And these guys, they're reaching out to about 30 companies per day, and they're spending up to, 2 to 3 minutes per company. And that is about 5 hours per week, or about 2 to 3 months a year. And what we did is we have created an AI agent that does this researching part for them. And so that they already just, come down, when they come to work, they already have all the data they need about the companies. So this is what it looks like. It's going to be the company, the name, the last name, email, technologies they use. This is important for them because they can offer them, Google ads or Facebook ads or whatever. The company website, LinkedIn page, company's LinkedIn page, and then the full name, the job title, the industry, headline, and so on. And so, well, it's a huge work that would have taken a lot of time if done manually. So this one this one has taken me about 2 weeks to implement. And the result is that the sales team now focuses purely on closing deals, and about 5 hours per week saved, or 2-3 months per year. Another client of ours, Men Knows Better. This is a Finnish coaching business, online course. And we've built a support bot for them, which is actually a sales bot, to be honest. But it can easily be repurposed to a support bot. So the idea is that losing leads during off hours, overwhelmed by repetitive questions. So basically, when a person visits a sales page, right, they aren't buying because they have some doubts, right? And this is also, a real problem of e-commerce businesses. And yes, there are, already tools available online, the off-the-shelf tools, so to speak. And for example, like a Finbot, there are tools available online, but the thing is, if you have a huge number of requests, the bill you're going to pay them is going to be even more than the custom automation that you can build for yourself. So we built this one for them. Now it's a 24/7 AI support bot with custom knowledge base. Let me show you how it works. I'm going to press here. It speaks, well, it starts and finish, but then it can speak any language. So let's say, hi, how can you help? And we can see this beautiful bubbles popping up. Also, this design is actually created based on their brand book and based on their brand design. As Maria Support Assistant, I'm here to answer your questions about Free to Heal method, guide you through our programs for rewiring the brain to ease symptoms like allergies, blah, blah, blah. Here are some key, blah, blah. Okay, and then I want to say, as an example, what pricing options do you have? And let's send that one off and see how it's going to reply. Okay, so we have a range of flexible pricing options, blah, blah, blah. So this is one option, this is another option. Okay. And then a link to the free trial. So this is what it looks like. It's a support bot with sales function, so to speak. So if you, like many other companies, are asking that, I don't know where to start, right? What to start with? This is basically like the overwhelming question which I've been receiving ever since I started doing this. So, and this is basically the excuse that keeps companies stuck whenever the competitors are, already automating and winning. And every week delayed isn't just lost time, it's lost market share, it's lost revenues. So basically the idea here is to start talking, right? To start talking to specialists who know where to start and who can guide you in the right direction. So basically at this point you already know that there are a lot of possibilities and there are people who can help you with that. So if you might be interested, if you're interested in this, just book a call, book an audit. And within the audit, we can just go through your processes and we can identify which process is the most critical and requires an immediate automation to start getting immediate benefits from AI. All right, so get your custom automation roadmap and book a call with me. We'll see if it's going to be like a 15 or 30 minute, but whatever. And we can start helping you save a lot of time, and I guess, well, the average I usually say is like 10 to 20 hours per week per employee. All right, so this is where you can scan the call, the link to the call, and you can basically book an audit call automatically, or you can use this link right here, bit.ly/TMCAI, and basically book a call. You can also email me at teamconsulting.co or visit the website teamconsulting.co. Whatever you prefer. I'm happy that you attended this short video training, and I hope it was useful to you. All right, see you next time.